You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. Win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. 'Cause I'm the winner, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yes, I'm the winner, yeah. You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day.
Hello, 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 hello out there. A very, very great welcome to every single one of you who have just tuned in for what we are considering as a very, very amazing session. That's something wonderful we're going to be sharing with you for today. Okay, a very warm and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are. I'm looking at the long, long list of people who have been tuning in, and that's really quite a bunch of people who are in today. You know what? On behalf of all of us here from the Winner Speakers, a very, very big thank you for being here with us for tonight, dropping everything that you could be doing here at at this time and actually being here with us. Now, let me just introduce myself. Of course, my name is Prabjit, or you can call me as PJ, and I have been in the health business for around 4 to 5 years now. And I can tell you right now, I can't think of doing anything else with my life right now, but really helping as many people as I can to really, get the best understanding, the best knowledge, and the best way to take care of their health. There's many ways you can do that, I'm sure, but you know, there's something very much in common amongst all of us here that's tuning in at this time. It's because we are all here because of one very important thing. We want to know a lot more about our health. We want to know what else can we do about it. And I think there's no better time and nothing more important than now that we really have to pay close attention to what we are doing to ourselves. Now, most important, what we are also consuming and how it's actually affecting us holistically, right? So without much ado, I'm going to step back and I'm going to introduce to you the speaker for today. And she has done a million things, in her life in helping people, in really transforming their lives, in really taking good care of themselves. She has spent so much time and attention with people to really, instill this idea that there's something better you can do, there's something more you can do. She has given a lot of advice, she's given a lot of knowledge, she has shared so much. She's a fantastic cook, she's a great nutritionist, she's a health expert, she's also a fitness guru. Ladies and gentlemen, I think for a lot of you, you know who I'm talking about. For the rest of you, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce to you Miss Joanne Teo.
Hey, hi PJ. Wow, we have a great list of people who are so excited to hear what I have to share. Amazing. Thank you so much for the
Take it
introduction.
away.
Perfect. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening to friends from around the world, from wherever you're logging in from. I'm so excited to share with you some interesting information about the amazing products that we have, but more importantly, share with you some fun facts as well. So, who's ready? Okay, so if you're going to be ready, just put one for you to be ready. And then, I want all of us to be so excited. I don't know about you because I'm super excited about today's talk because the products, as I was preparing the slides for all of you today, it blew me away. It blew me away. So come on, share your excitement with me because I'm so excited to share. I will be pulling out my slides right now. So, if you're all excited, get up and do some dance and vibe. Have that positive vibe because today I will be sharing with you about V.I.B.E Jello. Okay, so this is a talk today brought to you by yours truly, Joanne. Okay, so but before I go into the vibe, okay, now I want to again reiterate, the core beliefs within Justia's products. I want each of us to be so super proud that our products have such high integrity. Okay, high integrity. Now, our products, every single of products, even the mask, right? Every single of products have superior ingredients. That's the first thing. Now, every single of our products need to check three main boxes. The first box is the ingredients must be superior and unique. All right. Now, number two, it has to be natural. Now, so it has to be non-genetically modified. It has to be no pesticide, organic, etc. But the most important thing is it must have an amazing proprietary delivery system. What do I mean by that? Okay, so absorption, as it were, happens in your small intestines. So now, a lot of us, now who has had dinner? I haven't had dinner. Okay, I'm a bad nutritionist. I haven't had dinner. Now, all of us, when we eat dinner, we tend to chew our food, right? I want to ask you all a question. Do you know what is the amount of times that we should be chewing our food to help our digestive system? Make a guess. Those who want to make a guess, type in your chat box. How many times do we have to chew our food before we swallow? Any figures do I see? Let me have a look. Okay, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Get the chat box. Okay, make a wild guess. How many times do we should? Yes, 20 to 30 times. Absolutely right. Now make a guess. Okay. Now those of you who are eating in front of the screen now, how many times does an average person chew? Make a wild guess. Wild guess. 4, 7. Excellent. Between 3 to 7 to 8. That's it. Okay. So now what does chewing do? It breaks down the food. And what does our digestive enzymes do? Exactly. Because you don't chew the 20, 30 times, your stomach digestive enzymes, you can imagine, are like knives. They're chopping them up for you. Okay. So as they do the food for you, right? A lot of things of the active ingredients, the nutrients that we want to absorb are being destroyed by your digestive enzymes. So therefore, I stress to you that the delivery system, now the stomach, while it's trying to break down the food, chop it up more for you, okay, it also destroys a large part of the nutrients that you want to absorb that will help us, okay? So all of you, now that you know, fun fact as well. Today, I promise you interesting stuff, fun facts as well. It's going to be a fun, exciting night, all right? So try and chew 3 to 4 more times. This is, I think, a job hazard, okay? So I always say during meal times, okay, and this amazing professor told me, reap the best of what Mother Nature has to offer us. So when we're having our meal time, disconnect to connect. Disconnect from the phone, from your computers, from anything you're doing, and connect with the task at hand, which is healing yourself. Food is meant to heal. And that's what today's training is all about, telling you the beautiful natural products that we have, the ingredients that we have that will build your health. And not just that, today's product, V.I.B.E Jello, is to build health from anyone from 3 years old to 130 years old. Okay, so chew your food, disconnect to connect with the task at hand, and the task at hand is to heal. Because make no mistake, the food you eat will either heal you or it's the slowest poison that will kill you. Okay, I don't mean to scare you, but yes, make a mental note. Okay, so back to my slides. So therefore, the delivery system is so important because we want to absorb the nutrients. Now, many of us heard that, from our grandparents or our parents, that you are what you eat. Okay, those who've been with me will know this is only a half truth. Today, I say 1/3 truth because to be more precise, you are what you metabolize. Okay, but the other third is you are what you absorb. So if you don't have a proprietary system to bring it to where it matters, where the small intestines is, then you don't reap the benefits of what you're consuming. Okay, so some companies have products that are probably superior and are unique, and they have natural products. But if they don't have a proprietary system to deliver it where it matters, then it doesn't matter anymore, right? Okay, so you have to check all three. And I'm so proud that Uzetta's products is able to tick all three check boxes. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so today's star player that I will be talking about is V.I.B.E Jello. Okay, now I'm sure many of us here today, we have some vision impairment. Okay, so those of you who have, put 1. Either you have, like me, 老花眼, and then, or you have people around us, our family members, short-sightedness, long-sightedness, whatever that is, right? Am I right? Now put those of you who have issues with your vision, you want better clarity. I mean, come on, we're in this beautiful world. Don't you want to have that clarity, that color, that vibrancy for the rest of our lives, right? Okay, so there. Today's amazing Jello, it's about beautiful vision, the beautiful world that we have around us. Although we can't travel right now, but hey, our vision is important, right? So therefore, today I'm going to just share with you some amazing things you can do to help you enhance your health. I know when we were in school, we're told that the light reading, at 30 cm from your arm. But today, all of us, you know what? Now more than ever, our eyes need Oh, hang on a bit. Our impairment of our vision is horrendous. Why? Where's everybody logging in to watch me right now? On your laptop or your phone or your tablet, right? More and more of us are spending extensive amount of time on our smart devices that's not so smart for our eyes, okay? On our computers, especially now with the MCO and lockdown in Singapore and many parts of the world globally. We're bombarded, okay? And then those of us who, go to the sunlight for the, the nice tan that we have, so much of these are assaults to our eyes and our vision. And there's really no control. And in the years to come, this will be more and more prevalent and causing tired eyes, fatigue, dryness. And to top that all out, we think that working from home is great, right? Because we are in the comfort of our own home. Who agrees with me? We work longer hours. Instead of the 8 hours, we now have probably 18 hours, right? And we're constantly on the computer, right? And most tertiary education, I remember when I had my tertiary education, my books were so thick, okay? But today, when we go, my both kids are in universities. None of them have got books, and they're perpetually on the computer. And the blue light, the extensive light, and then they dim their lights, and with Netflix and everything, it's horrendous for our eyes. So today, let's take note of the things that this amazing product can help us with our vision impairment. And the beautiful price, this particular product not only, although the benefits is for the eye, but you'll see from here, my next sharing, it's not just for the eye, okay? Crazy amazing, okay? Here we go. Okay, there we go. There. So now this is the 1, 2, 3 of what the V.I.B.E Jello is. Number 1, it has got amazing properties like bilberry extract. The 2, so 1 is eye protection, 2 is cognitive, 3 is immune building. Okay, and then at the same time, so therefore giving the 3, 2, 1 of complete protection. But this doesn't do justice to the amazing product that we have. So therefore, I have done some amazing work for you to show you the amazing things now. But before that, our eyes are the windows to the world. We need to protect them so that we don't get your glaucoma, your cataract, that cloudy as we age, all the cellular aging. And then those of us who drive, our night vision, and all these are caused by what we call the reactive oxygen species, what we call the ROS. Okay, so therefore, that apart from our organs and our cells, our eyes, are constantly bombarded by all these assaults. Okay, so that what can we do now? Okay, I don't know how many of you have heard astaxanthin. It is one of the world's most powerful antioxidant. It's like crazy amazing. One of the fun facts of astaxanthin is this. Now, astaxanthin is the red pigment of an algae. Now, how it turns red? Now, most algae, as we know, is green in color, right? Okay, so the blood red pigment naturally produced by this freshwater microalgae. Why? It's because when this particular algae is under stress, for example, lack of nutrients, increased salinity, or excessive sunlight, it kind of produces this red pigment. And as it were, it's an amazing antioxidant. It's a super antioxidant for us. Okay, so this is a microalgae found in the fresh water. So if you think about it, animals who eat astaxanthin, for example, your Pacific salmon, your red trout, your crustaceans, your crabs and your prawns, flamingos, when they eat this astaxanthin, this red pigment, the algae, and that's how they reflect the color in varying degrees of this pigment. Okay, so this is a fun fact of astaxanthin. So I hope you know. So, but you know what? This amazing property, astaxanthin, okay, it's a few things now. So it is able to aid in detoxification. It triggers your body's natural antioxidant compounds, and it helps to clear out toxins. Now, astaxanthin, why is it so powerful? I want to share with all of you. Now, what is one of the most important organs in our whole body? It's our brains, it's our head, right? And that's why there's this thing called the blood-brain barrier. Now, where is our eyes situated? In our head, where the brains are, and all the connective nerves and tissues connected to our brains, right? Now, so astaxanthin, as it were. Now, as I was saying about our brain, I'm digressing. So our brain now is the most important organ, and that's why it's got this thing called a barrier, what I call a firewall, like a firewall. It's called the blood-brain barrier. So it kind of prevents viruses from attacking, so we don't get meningitis, etc. So it protects the viruses from attacking the main central control unit in our body that controls everything else, right? So, but the problem with this blood-brain barrier is that it is also prevents many nutrients from being able to cross this so-called firewall, blood-brain barrier, to get nutrients to help it to reduce oxidative stress and nourish the brain. Bad news, but good news. Astaxanthin is a very unique molecule that has this amazing property to pass in and cross this blood-brain barrier to nourish our brains. Isn't that amazing? And that's why it is able to help reduce oxidative stress, increase blood flow velocity, etc., and helping us, to relieve this oxidative stress and improving our vision. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so we have now of all the different in our amazing Jello, we have got various ingredients that will help improve our eyes, to protect it and repair it, improve and repair. Wow, right? So the first major ingredient is a Japanese patented source of astaxanthin. And then most of us already know what lutein does, right? Now, lutein does, lutein essentially is the yellow pigment from your fruits and vegetables. And that's what the nutritionists, I always say, right? Chase the rainbow, eat all the different seven colors, right? Because every single color in your food brings to the table different carotenoids, flavonoids to help you to repair and recover. So the lutein, apart from the yellow colors, now sometimes very strong, very packed compounds. So sometimes these colors may look like red, orange red, but lutein essentially is a yellow pigment. Okay, but some vegetables, like for example the spinach, okay, most vegetables contain a good amount of lutein. But the superstar of all the vegetables would be your spinach. Okay, so but how many of us can I ask? Okay, do we eat our 7 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables per day? Or your kids, right? To reap those kind of effects, to help us to protect our eyes and to nourish our eyes and to improve. So not is it just to reduce, but to improve. Okay, so now you have the astaxanthin that will help to reduce oxidative stress and help to prevent all the eye impairment, vision, right? Then we have astaxanthin as well as astaxanthin as well as lutein, right? Isn't that amazing? And zeaxanthin. Okay, so this is amazing. That helps us. So basically, we have 3 key ingredients in this Jello, which is we have the astaxanthin, the red pigment. We have the lutein and the zeaxanthin, which is the yellow and orange pigment that will help in terms of our eyes. In particular, the lutein, it helps with night vision as well as dryness. So we have 2 key ingredients already. Now we have the bilberry. I don't know how many of you know much about the bilberry. No, so when I was doing my research, I was so blown away by the bilberry. So I always say that the bilberry is the much more richer cousin to the blueberry. So the bilberry is European. Okay, from the European continents, okay, and this is the blueberry. So it's got 4 times higher in terms of its antioxidant levels, and therefore higher levels of anthocyanins, better than the blueberry. Isn't that amazing? And that's why you will see that the taste of the bilberry, those are the bilberry, the difference is that it's tangier, and it's tangy and it's mildly sweet compared to the blueberry. And those of us who eat the blueberry are more familiar with the blueberry. The flesh is like greenish, yellowish green, whereas the bilberry's flesh is red. So, and if you crush the bilberry, in your hands, the stain will kind of stay for a couple of days. So the anthocyanins are really, really high. And that's what gives it this super amazing benefits. And that's why, like I said, Uzesta only chooses top grade ingredients. We didn't choose the blueberry, we chose the bilberry to help us. Isn't that amazing? I don't know whether you're blown away, but this is super sexy for me. So, and therefore, these are the amazing benefits of the bilberry. Now, like I said, this jello may seemingly look so humble and simple, like a snack, like a jelly, but apart from its vision improvement, from all kinds, from glaucoma to cataract, to nearsightedness, farsightedness, etc. Guess what? It also reduces inflammation. Now, most of you will know that the purple color, the polyphenols from all the fruits and vegetables helps with reducing inflammation. Isn't that amazing? So you get so many benefits, not just for eye health. It also helps to regulate your blood sugar levels. I know it also helps UTI, gout issues. It helps because of its high anthocyanins and reduces oxidative stress. It protects the brain. It helps protect the heart as well. And one of the key things I want to definitely mention that it increases our SOD activities. Now, SOD essentially is superoxide dismutase. Now, we know oxidative stress is bad for our body, right? The body needs to recover. It kind of increases inflammation. But I always say that the super bad guys that causes chronic inflammation within our bodies is superoxide radical anion. So therefore, our body produces SOD to help us counter that and reduce inflammation. But as we age, and like I said, right, apart from the bombardment of all the assailants to our eyes and all that, right? How many of us can say that we nourish ourselves well? We eat well, no doubt about that. Okay. And I always say that most of us are overfed but undernourished. And the problem is this: when we don't nourish ourselves right, our cells don't have the capacity to rejuvenate and regenerate. All of us during this pandemic, every single one of us, we need to have our immune system working optimally, building our immune system. And that's why with all the different strands, I can't even pronounce the names or the numbers of the strands now, like 4D, so many strands right now. And those with health complications and health issues, we're more prone to have complications. And that's why building immune system is pivotal. Guys, it's pivotal. So this amazing Jello, it's difficult to have our children 3, 5, 6 years old to pop pills, right? So this amazing Jello, I mean, we always promote that it's super amazing for our eyes, but it's so much more than eyes. As you can see from here, the benefits of the astaxanthin is super high in terms of antioxidant values. We have the bilberry, super high in anthocyanins. We have the lutein as well, and it helps to increase our SOD because we don't eat enough, we don't nourish ourselves enough. So therefore, our body, we have lesser and lesser levels of SOD within our body that basically helps us reduce inflammation and builds immune system and fight inflammation. So the bilberry itself, it's able to help you increase SOD activities. I don't know about you, but you know what? This Jello deserves a standing ovation. So I'm going to give this a standing ovation to this bilberry. Okay, so this is just part of it, guys, part of it. Okay, I'm not even done with it. Okay, so there you have it. With the Japanese patented astaxanthin, we have the lutein and the zeaxanthin, the European bilberry extract, right? So this is how amazing it is. This is just one part of it. This is just the eye protection, okay? Now, next up, we also have a proprietary microalgae to enhance learning. Now that our cells or our children, now for me, kids, they want their vision for learning. So what a better food synergy to give an amazing food synergy of including in a DHA component to help cognitive functions, promote memory retention, cognitive function, to help them learn better and better retention, and all from an uncontaminated source of DHA because it's very plant-based. And for those of us, the aging or the glowing years community, I call myself, we want our memories about us I mean, what are we without our memories, right? And so many of us, sometimes we're going to say something like me. I took down notes, okay, to share with all of you, only because I mean, I have all these facts, but I don't want to forget. But as we age, we get that. We talk, and then we digress and we forget what we want to share, right? So this amazing Jello not only helps us with our eye protection, but our wits about us. Isn't that amazing? And then we also have the great blueberry. Well, you can see it's an award, it's a global award, a product to help us, to improve focus. A lot of times, when I talk about focus, all of us in our minds right now, there's what I call so much mental noise. Agree with me? And that's why some of us are losing sleep. I mean, we're made to go through so much of stress, and then pandemic happened to add on our stress. So it's a lot of mental noise within us that kind of disables the function of our memory. So basically, this basically helps us focus and focus when it truly matters. And I love it. Okay, so this really helps. And with regards to the bilberry, and I talked about, all the anti-inflammatory, I also want to mention something that I received I received a testimonial, right, of inflammation, right? Inflammation, right? Here, back here. Here, inflammation. I had a partner that had a child, I think maybe 4 or 5 years old, that had hand, foot, mouth disease. And after taking our humble, or you can say snack looking, delicious looking lutein, the fever went down, the ulcerations was very much reduced and recovered very quickly compared to their other friends in the same childcare. So there you go, right? So it's not just for eyesight, build immune system, reduce inflammation. It's like, wow, this is like a power pack thing, okay? So again, proprietary. And then, oh my gosh, I cannot stress enough the importance of your microbiome. This is your brain, like I said, was the most important thing, but your second brain is your gut health. Your gut health. I know that we're all about cells, but did you know there were more bacteria than cells? So it just makes sense to balance the gut bacteria in our body, right? Okay, so therefore, a lot of probiotics out there for children are, in terms of maybe your Vitagen and all that, is like sugar laden that will rock, your microbiome. Those with leaky gut syndrome and needs to go on a candida diet. Okay, that's the worst thing you can give to try to activate more probiotics in your body. Okay, so that's bad. So this amazing Jello has all the, not all, 3 main strands of probiotics, which is your acidophilus, you have lactobacillus, and the bifidobacterium, to help you regulate the bacteria within your gut, so that you have a more balanced flora, okay, in your microbiome. And if you think about it, a lot of us right now, we have digestive issues. More and more people having IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, eczema, and also, what? Anxiety issues, depression issues. Make no mistake, your microbiome controls your emotions as well. And I have many people whom I have consulted in the 3 years, a few thousands of them, mood regulations and everything. Everything has got to do with the balance of your gut flora. I cannot stress that enough. And so therefore, this amazing product has got 3 main strands of probiotics, and the bifidobacterium essentially helps those with eczema issues, okay, skin problem, and the rest, your constipation and your IBS and a whole host of bacteria within your gut. So the bifido is the Y-shaped bacteria within your gut. So this is an amazing product, and because it is double encapsulated, which I'll share a bit more later with you, it's crazy amazing. So there you have it. Reduce inflammation, build immune system, eyesight protection, gut flora, cognitive functions, focus and clarity. Wow, I don't know if you are like super amazed, but we're not done. This crazy Jello that you all take for granted to eat like a snack, I'm not even done with it, okay? I have this thing right here with you. Okay, so this contains 0 I'm going to repeat myself, 0 preservative, 0 sugar. That's why you will not rock your microbiome. And those with pre-diabetic conditions or diabetic conditions, maybe you're on a keto or ADHD, you have no issues with it. So 0 sugar, no artificial coloring. We, in fact, use Zesta. We engaged a flavorist to help us balance the flavors, because there's no artificial coloring and no flavors, to make this the most delicious. And I heard from many people it's super addictive. Now, so people have asked me, so why is it that there is no preservative? It seems incredulous. Okay, I thought that myself. So first things first, before I say this, first thing first, stop share. This amazing packaging here, this particular packaging right here is patented. It's patented to prevent it from UV rays, oxidative stress, etc. So it's a Japan and Korean patented packaging. That's the first. Okay. Then I'll go back to my slides. Okay. And then, okay, I'm going to share. Oh, why am I not sharing? Okay. And then, now, this one is not the liposomal delivery system, but is a special hydrogel, high amounts of the hydrogel, encapsulating, double encapsulation. So it's what we call the unique laminated film to protect all your active ingredients together, and it's evenly distributed out so that it's not all crammed up, you know, and give me so that the active ingredients have retained its integrity of it. Okay, so this unique laminated film protects it from being prevents the degradation of it in your stomach digestive enzymes, and then also it also prevents it from antioxidation, anti-ultraviolet rays, etc., etc., etc. I can't tell you more about the unique technology, because obviously it's our proprietary technology that we have, but it's so amazing, and the shelf life for this is 18 months. And so many people have asked me why the shape isn't like what it is. So those of you who don't know, I will take advantage of this session right now to show you. It cannot be of a regular shape because of the technology we're using, the hydrogel, to encapsulate all the active ingredients, your probiotic, etc. I'm going to take one right now for my eye vision. So therefore, it's like crazy amazing. This amazing product. You should take 2 to 3 to not just for eye protection, which all of us need, your gut bacteria concentration when you need it. So I took one before this session so that I won't digress and I retain all the information and sharing with all of you here today. Okay, so there you go. This is your V.I.B.E Jello. And someone did tell me what does, okay, I don't believe this is what V.I.B.E stands for, but it's Vision Improve, VI, Vision Improve by eating. So I don't know about you guys. So cheers. I'm going to improve my vision by eating. V-I-B-E, Vision Improve by eating. Okay, so this is an explanation to the V.I.B.E Jello. So those of you who are like so impressed with the ingredients, the technology, please share some hearts, share some love, and put one, because this is a phenomenal product. One. Yes. No energy means I won't share the next product to help you all look better. Are you gonna say one? No ones. Oh my gosh. Put one before I continue. I deserve the one. Okay, come next one. Yeah. Come on, keep it coming. Okay. Now that you know how to beautify your health from within, how about from external? Okay? There we go. Here we go. Okay, so before that, so who should be using it? Like if I can say anyone alive, definitely has a smartphone, a tablet, so anybody. And for, you know, I was just telling someone 2 days ago, my eyes were so tired from 10 Zoom, the sockets of my eye were like so heavy, right? So everybody should and must take 2 to 3 of these Jello, okay? And those with immune challenges, especially our children who are as especially finicky eaters. Okay, so please load yourself up with amazing, delicious snack. You can treat your kids, your children, with this amazing, delicious dessert. May I say? Okay, so now to our amazing youth rejuvenation enhancer mask. Now, I'm a nutritionist and I love beauty products. So I will share with you why this is so amazing. I've had many people give me a before after with just one application, etc. Now, why do we age? Why does our skin age? First and foremost, we don't have enough nutrients. And by the time we're 25, we're losing collagen within our body, right? So like collagen, if you know, they're like scaffolding holding up our skin to prop them all up. Okay. So as we age, we lose these small little pillars, and that gives rise to, so our skin consists of 3 successful layers: your epidermis, your dermis, and then your hypodermis. So your epidermis essentially protects you from being waterproof, essentially. Otherwise, when you're like washing your face or you're showering, you like probably might drown. So that's the waterproof area, as well as prevent from sunlight. So putting a sunscreen, okay, guys. So the sunlight, the dermis area, the center area, now that's the important part. The second area houses your elastic fibers in your collagen. Okay, the collagen, and it's irrigated by blood. And then the last layer of your skin, what is that? It's your hypodermis, and that's essentially the fat layer. So it prevents you, well, it's number one, provides insulation from the heat, from cold rather, not heat, from cold, as well as the shock absorbent. So you won't, you don't, when you tap your friend, you don't cause bruise or thrombosis or something to your friends. So this is a 3 successive layers. So now, why do we age? Nourishment, smoking, lack of sleep, pollution, free radicals, etc., 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 etc. So many things. Water, all these irritates our skin that causes not just aging skin, can I say, premature aging of our skin. So it's very important that, and we want to look good. All of us want to look good, right? And so for the first thing is that, first and foremost, I brought about the V.I.B.E Jello, because your skin is the largest organ, by the way, is the largest organ in your body, and your skin reflects your health. And that is why people say, oh, you're in the pink of health, the color, right? And when you're not well, what happens? Oh, you look gray, you're ashen, etc. So during this pandemic time, take note of your diets, use your mask, and when it's time that we can go out and show people your glorious health and your skin, that you're glowing from inside out. Okay, so now you know what causes the common skin issues. Also, and then when you have all this oxidative stress, we start by developing fine lines and wrinkles on our eyes, because the top dermis area, we cannot retain water. So that's where you get slowly the small fine lines comes out, right? All your fine lines on your skin. And then as you age, your scaffolding, right, of your collagen reduces, diminishes, then leads to deeper lines, or on your frown lines, etc., the deeper lines, right? So that's why. And then now our cells are supposed to so-called retain moisture to give you that the QQ look, right? You want that the bouncy, juicy look, right? But the polysaccharides within your skin doesn't retain water. So, and I'll give you an example. What's the difference between a grape and a raisin? Well, of course, the grape has a lot of water, right? It's water content, and the raisin is all. So how many of us, we know this, right? How many women out here, you can slather and slather and slather and slather your creams and your lotions and your serums, and then you still, when you go for your skin test or your beauty, dehydrated, but you're like, why we're slathering so much of all these, but we cannot retain water? Who wants to know why? Nobody wants to know why? Because the polysaccharides cannot, even though you're slathering on, you're very dry, it doesn't absorb the water. So you need to kind of infuse polysaccharides. So therefore, few things we have, again, even our facial product, we have got Nobel Prize winning ingredient, may I say, and that is the fullerene. Now, it's like a huge free radical sponge for absorbing like a scavenger, absorbing all the free radicals. Because why? Whether it's our skin or our organs, free radicals causes damage that causes premature aging, no different to the skin. So you need like a sponge to absorb all the free radicals to prevent fine lines and wrinkles easily, right? So there. So that's why we have this amazing Nobel Prize winning ingredient. Now, number two, I want to say is, of course, the resveratrol, something that's very close to my heart. Now, we already know resveratrol is super amazing for its anti-aging properties. But for skincare, resveratrol is amazing in terms of giving that brightening, whitening. Most of us say we want to whiten or brighten. I think what we are really aiming for is skin luminosity. So resveratrol, it helps you to, of course, again, unlocking the anti-aging mechanisms, reparation, but a lot of this brightening, which is why those people, for me, I don't know about the rest. You can give me your comments. I've had amazing testimonies, including myself. The pigmentation has lightened. I don't want to say significantly or not, but it has lightened, and that gives rise to that because of its anti-aging and etc. Right? So hyaluronic acid. That's another thing that all of us look out for, the hyaluronic acid within the body. So I'm just going to just share with you what that is. Now, a lot of top brand names have this hyaluronic acid. And what is it used for? But ours it's a much higher grade because it's the sodium hyaluronic acid, right? So it's a smaller in molecules, smaller in terms of its molecules, and giving you the anti-aging and helping you to absorb the moisture so that you can plump up your skin. Basically, that's basically what it does. Okay, so you have a lot of amazing properties like the sea fennel from France. Okay, it's a rich source of amino acids that will boost. Okay, so the central layer contains of your elastic fibers as well as your collagen levels, right? So now this one, the sea fennel from the France, it basically boosts elastic and keratin fibers within your cells, your skin, and then because of that, because it pushes it out, so therefore you will soften those lines, so you don't have all these deep lines from your deep lines. It softens to just fine lines and wrinkles, and hopefully will help you to, well, I don't know, I won't say remove, but soften the lines, okay, giving you a more youthful looking skin. Okay, and then of course the French Alp roses, in terms of its moisturization and its hydration, it's amazing. So those of us who have issues with skin inflammation, we already know that the chamomile has calming effects. So this will help calm skin that has inflammation, etc., etc., etc. And then, of course, we have a proprietary essential oil that when you use it, you feel super, super zen. It soothes your moods, you know. And then the most important thing is that our mask itself is not made from any cotton or any synthetic fibers. It is from silk. And that is going to rich more proteins that nourish our skin as well. So this is like crazy amazing. So I can't say, I can't continue to tell you how much it is, but try it. And I promise you, you would love the results of that lifting, brightening, skin luminosity, amazing results. So therefore, they say happy health. When you look good and you're healthy, I think that's the most amazing thing. And the most important thing is that these amazing products provide each of us with the confidence. Can I say the confidence to share the business or the amazing products? Because we absolutely know that it will benefit somebody out there, especially during this pandemic, who may need a business opportunity or who may need to build their health. So today, this is my product training, and I hope all of you benefit from this amazing product training, because this very simple V.I.B.E Jello isn't quite so simple. Okay, love it. So I'm open now for a couple of questions. Wow, thank you, Priscilla. Somebody has said that her pigmentation on her left cheekbone has lightened. Yes, sister, yes, yes, love it. Who else has any questions? You can type it out and admin will read out to me while I'm going to enjoy beautiful vision and build my immune system. All of you. Let all of you benefit from today's training. Standing ovation for our V.I.B.E Jello. Thank you so much, Tushar. No questions? So perfect. I covered everything. Wow. It's going to be it was a beneficial 50 minutes. No questions? No questions? Wow. Perfect. Any questions? If no questions, we can close shop. Yes, perfect. We will those of you who whose friends or you want them to watch this particular thing. Oh, oh, is it silk light? Oh, okay. Then it must be my mistake. So it's a silk like. Okay, so for my Chinese translation, so Priscilla has corrected me. It's not silk, but properties like silk. Okay, so guys, it's not synthetic, but it's properties like silk. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Amazing. No questions with regards to V.I.B.E Jello? Then anybody with any testimonials to share? Oh, another one. This will really help with aging related eye issues. So I know our partner in the US, her floaters have gone, and Mary as well. So this is an amazing for me. I will say for my own personal, I have had this for a much longer time than most people, I'll tell you, and I have quite severe 老花眼. Okay, so I'm one of those that people say, oh, you can tell your age when I go to the restaurant and I look at the menu from like 5 feet away. Okay, so I've always had difficulties ordering food from Ding Tai Feng. Okay, yes, absolutely. 老花 can help. Absolutely. Yeah. So what I was going to share with all of you today is so I was very busy on my phone. I wanted to connect. Oh, I told everybody, right, when you're having your meal, disconnect to connect. So I wanted to order my food quickly, and then when the food comes, I'll disconnect from my smart devices and have a meal with my kids, right? So I took the Ding Tai Feng thing and I was going to order my food. But typically my kids order for me because I cannot see Din Tai Fung's menu for the life of me ever. Okay, so I was on the phone and I took the thing and I was checking in my prawn pancake and everything. And my kids was like beckoning to me, hand gesturing to pass them the menu. So, and then I say, okay, hang on, I'm gonna take my food, and I pass. So I hang up the phone, and my kids ask me, you can see the menu? And I'm like, oh yeah, I could see the menu. So my daughter asked me, have you been lying all along? Have you been smoking us all along? Yeah. So I didn't realize. So this has been amazing. So yes, I can order food from Din Tai Fung now, and not at a distance. From the table, I could actually take my food. So amazing. Okay. Yes. I have an amazing, do I have a flyer to share, Mary? I thought I have a flyer to share. I thought we were supposed to promote something. Yes, so I don't know how many of you have missed my N+ training. So next Tuesday, I will probably go more in depth again on NMN training for next week, as well as our crazy, amazing Revive next week. So I will go ahead and I will prepare more in-depth. Yes, I'll prepare more in-depth information to equip all of you to blow your minds away on our NMN, N+, and our Revive. And then everybody, we have an amazing talk on the 25th of June. You have to right now take out your smart device and block up this time, because we have an amazing end conversation with Professor Dania, Professor Dr. Dania has a professor in immunotherapy as well as an oncologist. Okay, so we will talk about how to fight disease before they fight us. So lock it down. The first 20 registrations will get free consultations from our amazing professor. We're so blessed to have him. Okay, so please lock it down and massively, I'm going to repeat myself, massively promote this amazing talk to help each of us live the best us. So if there's no more questions, this is Joanne signing off and saying a very good night to all of you. Good night.
Well, I think I speak on behalf of every single person tonight, Joanne. What an amazing presentation that she's done. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for being here tonight, and stay tuned for every single week. We have something amazing lined up for you, just as what Joanne has said. So, and this is me, PJ. I'm going to sign off right now, and have a very good evening, and keep taking your Jello, keep taking your N+, keep taking your Revive, keep taking everything. And remember to keep inviting your friends, because every single session we have is of great benefit to them. So, ladies and gentlemen, take care and goodbye.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet.